Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. We've got a great show for you today with a very, very special Monday panel. Let's bring them on. Let's go clockwise. Jesse Schule, Moneyline Matt, Ross Benjamin. Let me start with Jesse. Jesse, good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
Or I should say good evening. What time is it over there, Jesse?
Jeez, that's a loaded question. I don't know. I don't even know what day it is.
I love it.
It's about 10 o'clock. It's dark out anyways. I can tell you that much.
Well, it was dark out here an hour ago in Vegas. So it's nighttime over. You're like 9 or 10 hours ahead of us here in Pacific time?
Yeah, I think it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you for making it to the Monday edition of the First Family Show. Moneyline Matt, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, Joe. Hey, great Monday as always. Always look forward to talking with everyone on the show.
Welcome. We're happy to have you here. My good buddy, the best-looking guy in the panel, Ross Benjamin. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great. Coming off a nice weekend, Joe. Great start to the football season for me.
Well, I love it, guys. As you know, as you can see, the First Lady is not with us today. She's feeling a bit under the weather. Apparently, the old man still got it. I wore her out the other night for her birthday. No, I'm just kidding, guys. She got a little ill over Saturday evening. We were having dinner, wasn't feeling too good. Came home, got considerably worse. Sunday, just yucky. I got a little bit in my throat, as you can hear. So if you could bear with me, you don't have to turn down the volume today. But Dionne, we miss you. Prayers for a quick and full recovery. We love you, babe. Few items to talk about. You know, tonight I always talk about Monday's Dark. It's a great charity here in Southern Nevada every 2 weeks. My good friend Mark Chinook, he hosts a show over to Space, and every 2 weeks he raises $10,000 for a different nonprofit in Southern Nevada. Tonight, United Citizens Foundation. Now, Dionne and I were going to go, but we're both not feeling well. I'm not going to leave her, and I don't want to get anybody else sick either. But go over to www.mondaysdark.com, stream it. All the proceeds go to the charity. Some of the biggest names in Vegas will be entertaining. If anybody wants my tickets, DM me. I'll send them over to you. I got good seats. Having said that, entertainment. The other night, we went to Casa de Amore, great restaurant on the east side of town. Haven't been there in a while. They have a little tiki patio out back. Dionne and I went out back, and who was there? Geez, we ran into one of my best friends and the biggest headliner in Vegas, Chris Phillips. You know him as Zoe Bowie, Paige Stefano. We Christian Brady from Hell Yeah, Joe Bonaciotti from Original Chaos. They're all hanging out there, and they're all playing, jumping in on a set. So we had a lot of fun there. Hopefully, Dionne and I will be feeling better by the end of the week, and we could go back there again because it was so much fun. My friends, before we give out free winners for today's card, a couple of quickies. First of all, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of Sports Memo TV's content. We are live, so comment away, far away for our cast, guys. Any questions or comments for them? Also, guys, it is Monday, and you know what that means? It's $9 Monday over at Sports Memo. Most of your favorite cappers will have plays up for today for $9. The customer appreciation at Sports Memo is unrivaled. Also, guys, very, very excited. After that, go over and check out the deals page, because there are so many great deals there for some of your favorite cappers. Last time I checked, I think Dionne had one, Ross had one, Rocky had one. Oh, they change regularly, but go over there, go check that out. Without any further ado, guys, I am very excited about today's show. It can't be a First Family Show on Monday without kicking it off with the pioneer of the sports betting industry, Ross Benjamin. Guys, he's doing some amazing work over at Sports Memo, multiple sports. And by the way, guys, I kind of vented to Ross the other day in a text message, and he said, "Well, how you doing, kiddo?" I said, "Bad Saturday." And he's the warmest and sweetest guy ever, and he's not just one of the best cappers on the planet and one of the nicest people in this business. He's just plain old one of the nicest people I've ever met. And he had some nice words, and then he hit me up again this morning. He says, "I know you did good yesterday. I checked. I'm happy for you." And that's the type of guy Ross is. When you are one of the best in the history of the business, man, there are people that could have went the other way and been all like Ritzy Titch, but not Ross. Ross is always there for any of us with support and love. And as sweet as he is, he's a winning capper too, all over the Sports Memo leaderboard. He's going to tell you a few things that he is excited about on the premium side, and he's got another free play winner for you, Ross. The floor is yours.
Yeah, off to a great, and thank you, Joe. And look I want everybody to do good on our site, right? Because that's a feather in all our caps. So we've all been there where we have rough stretches, and And sometimes talking to a fellow capper and getting some encouragement is the way to go. So don't hesitate, anybody, because I'm not going to hesitate to talk to you when things are going bad. Anyway, off to a great start. NFL 13-5 so far this year, coming off right now I'm 4-1 in week 3, and I will have a $9 play up very shortly on tonight's game between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. You look at my streaks page at Sports Memo, folks. It's all up to date, all done this morning. College football, NFL combined going back to last year, 45-26. That's 63%. All sports, 48-30 with my last 78 plus 39.03. And also college football, 10-4 or 14-10 so far. Need to improve upon that, but everything else great, Joey. 3-0 on my NFL top plays of the week, and also my NFL primetime matchups, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday games. I lost the first one with the Dallas Cowboys in week 1 on a Sunday night. Since then, 5-0 with my NFL primetime plays, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. And last I checked, Monday night is another primetime game. So you need to check in, folks. Anyway, we're going to talk about New Mexico at UNLV. And UNLV, a 16-point favorite, Joey. That's even hard to say because of all the struggles they've had in college football over the last couple decades. But they're off to a good 3-1 start this year. They're going to be facing a New Mexico team that got shellacked last Saturday, I should say, at LSU, 38-0. It's not that they got shellacked, but you look at their offense. They were held to 88 yards of total offense in that game and exactly 1 yard per offensive play. That's absolutely atrocious. I know they stepped up in class, but, no excuse there. Those are just absolutely horrible numbers. 3 games versus FBS opponents this year for New Mexico. Their offense, yes, they struggle against LSU, but they haven't done well against their other 2 FBS opponents either. In those 3 games, 13 points per contest, just 170 yards per game. UNLV coming off a 34-24 win at Utah State. They're now 3-1, as I alluded to. And the big thing that jumps off the page to me, they're +8 in turnover differential thus far this season. 3 games versus FBS opponents this year, as opposed to New Mexico. UNLV has showed a lot of offense. I left out the Idaho State game in game 1 and the 3 FBS games, 35.3 points per game and over 400 yards of total offense per contest. And they're going to be facing a New Mexico offense that averages just 4.2 yards per play on the year. UNLV is allowing only 5.3 yards per play on the year. Why am I mentioning that? Because I got a betting angle. Anytime you have a home favorite like UNLV that allows 4.8 to 5.6 yards per play defensively, they're facing an opponent like New Mexico that averages just 4.2 to 4.8 yards per game offensively, and they only averaged 2.75 yards or less per offensive play in their last game, in which they only averaged 1 yard in that game, and 31-6 against the spread since 1992. That's good for 83.8%. Those 37 games, the favorite was an average of minus 14.8, and they won those games, outscored those opponents 26.3 points per game. So, and by the way, New Mexico 1-18 straight up and 4-15 ATS in their last 19 road games. UNLV minus 16 over New Mexico.
Sports fans, Ross Benjamin. Friday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, UNLV minus the 16. A pioneer of the sports betting industry, I will tell you right now, and killing it this season. Again, numbers don't lie. Do it once, do it twice. You're lucky. Do it for decades. You're Ross Benjamin. After the show, go over to Sports Memo. Take advantage of these great customer appreciation discounts. You stay with us for 3 days, 7 days, 30. Stay with them for a year. I promise you, you'll be with them for the rest of your life. Guys, he is a winner. Ross has to go. He walks it like he talks it. He's got to go put his games up, get his bets in. Ross, it's always a pleasure to kick off the week with you. We thank you.
Thank you, Joey. Keep it going, brother. And Matt and Jesse didn't get a chance to say hello, but I'm saying goodbye. And it's only till next week. Knock 'em dead this week, my friends.
Very good, Ross. God bless.
Have a
buddy.
good one, Ross.
All right.
Bye-bye. Ross Benjamin, guys, he can be found over on Twitter at RossBenjamin1, but all his winning information, sportsmemo.com. We're going to go from one winner to another, and I got to tell you, man, he should permanently wear that yellow leotard wrestling outfit because it doesn't matter if it's college or pro football. It doesn't matter if it's on the diamond. Jesse Schule is a winner. He is crushing it off, once again, off to one of the best starts this football campaign. I love him. You love him. He's doing some great work over at Sportsbook. And guys, I mean, not only is he doing some great work, he is absolutely killing it. He's taking it to another level. So after the show, go follow Jesse with these great customer appreciation discounts. He's going to tell you a few things he's excited about on the premium side, and he's got another free best bet for you. Jesse, it's all you, buddy.
All right, Joe. I did have a pretty good Saturday. Swept the board with college football again. That makes it a perfect 9-0 run dating back to week 1. Unfortunately, 2-2 with NFL on Sunday. That wasn't exactly what I was hoping for, but still pretty solid numbers overall for the season. But let's get into this best bet for baseball. Not a big card today, not a lot of games. So I'm going to say something that you've probably never heard me say on this show before or anywhere, really. I'm going to take the Pirates today as a favorite, no less. Pittsburgh's only got 29 wins at home, but Cincinnati's only got 29 wins on the road. Cincinnati will send Chase Anderson to the mound. The 34-year-old has only made 30 appearances in the major leagues over the last 3 seasons. And the reason he's only made 30 appearances is because he's borderline whether he has the talent to pitch in the major leagues. He got called up because of injuries for the Reds. He hasn't been great, 2-3 with a 5.21 ERA in 5 starts. And Pittsburgh, they did sweep the Reds in Cincinnati just last week. And Roansy Contreras, 2-1 with a 3.24 ERA in his last 5 starts. A younger guy, an up-and-comer, one of the more promising pitchers for Pittsburgh. And he's pitched well against Cincinnati. He's 1-0 with a 1.80 ERA in 2 starts versus the Reds. I like Roansy, and I like the Pirates to get a win at home today.
The Pirates today get a win at home on a very, very limited card. Jesse Schule, free plays are killing it. Doesn't matter what show he's on. Family, first family, baseball, college football, pro football. He is killing it. Guys, after the show, go over to sportsmemo.com. Go over, go look at Jesse's packages. I'm telling you right now, no matter what the package, you're going to make a nice profit and come back for more. Jesse Schule's going to be sticking around for a little bit. Another great sports betting mind. And, you know, since he started doing shows with us the last month or so, I know that our viewers, all you people out here that give us your support, you guys love him. I love him. You know, every time he's on the First Family Show, and now we're doing the NFL shows together, I got to tell you, he's so insightful, one of the sharpest minds in sports betting today. He's doing some real good work over at SportsMemo. He's going to tell you a few things about his premium plays, maybe what he did this past weekend, what he expects already this upcoming weekend, and he's got another free best bet. Moneyline Matt, it's all you.
Yeah, I appreciate it as always, Joe. And, you know, I've been loving doing the First Family Show or any of the Sports Memo shows, you know, and I definitely urge the people watching to go check everyone out on Twitter. Go follow Sports Memo on Twitter, because if you do miss the show, all of our picks and plays are clipped. And like one thing I want to point out, just last Friday on the Football Forecast Show, I discussed 3 plays, which was the Dolphins plus 5.5, the Broncos plus 1.5, and the best bet was Colts plus 5.5, plus a money line sprinkle. So right there, that is a free show that all of us do. Again, everything is clipped on Twitter, so you might as well go check that out. Free picks and plays all the time. And today I have another one, and this probably will find my premium. And speaking of premium, last week I went 3-2. You know, not exactly where I want. I want to try and get that 3-1, 4-1. I'm 6-4 on the season so far on Sports Memo, so not bad, but definitely want to try and push that up going forward. I I did hit a Dalvin Cook player prop that I posted. Every Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, I'm going to provide some free player props up on my page on Sports Memo. I have a DFS background. I was a pro DFS player with DraftKings before getting into the sports gambling, and I definitely have a history with player props. So if you enjoy that, definitely check that out for every single primetime matchup. Now, speaking of a primetime matchup, we're going to Thursday Night Football. We're going to go with the Miami Dolphins facing off against the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, the Cincinnati Bengals finally got right facing the New York Jets on the road this past weekend. And the Miami Dolphins took down the Buffalo Bills. Honestly, tough matchup. Not exactly how I saw it going. You know, it was the Bills had a ton of yardage, couldn't really finish it off. Again, one thing that the Buffalo Bills do when they tend to lose games or kind of get out of their game style is they lose track of the run game. And I feel like they did that once again. I think Josh Allen passed for had over 60 attempts, which typically isn't what you want to do. And with this Cincinnati Bengals team, they are not going to get away from that. This is a very complete football team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, you know, with T. Higgins, with Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and then, of course, you have Joe Mixon in that backfield. I think they're going to have a very complete style attack against the Miami Dolphins. And one of my favorite sayings in football is what goes up must come down. And it's time for the Miami Dolphins to come down. I would have picked it in week 3 if the Buffalo Bills weren't so injured on the defensive side of the ball. Now, week 4, moving over to the Cincinnati Bengals, who just got their first win of the season. Yes, they got their first win, but it doesn't mean their backs are not against the wall. They need to get to 500. They need to get to 2-2. It looks a lot better than 1-3. And this is a great opportunity for the Cincinnati Bengals team, on top of that, to go out and beat a Miami Dolphins team who is 3-0 right now. They're one of the better teams throughout the AFC. And I think this is a great opportunity for the for the Bengals to prove that they're still one of the teams atop the AFC or atop the NFL. Because of that, I'm going to be going with the Cincinnati Bengals here at -3. I think Tua definitely makes some mistakes in this game. And one last thing with the Miami Dolphins, they're very, very pass heavy, and it's been working to this point. But you got to get that run game going. As the year progresses, as you play in play teams in colder stadiums, playoffs, things of that nature, you have to get the run game going. If you don't, you're putting your quarterback in susceptible situations. And because of that, I think Tua makes some mistakes. The Cincinnati Bengals take advantage and cover this -3 spread.
Sports fans, Moneyline Matt, man, he could break down a game. Those analysis, Matt, they're just amazing, off the charts. Guys, he is a winner, one of the sharpest guys. Sports betting today after the show. Go over sportsmemo.com. The best customer appreciation discounts on the planet are over there. Go follow Moneyline Matt. You're going to follow him to the bank. He says, oh, lower the volume. I'm getting too loud again.
Well, isn't it that time?
It's that time. Yeah. You got me nervous. I thought I muted myself again. Guys, he is a winner. Go follow him. You're going to follow him to the bank. He says this Thursday, NFL, Bengals -3. Great stuff, Matt. Matt's going to be back in a second. If I can, lower the volume, guys, because I'm excited today. See, I would not let you down. Bad voice coming down with something. You know, I'm trudging through it just for you guys. My friends, another subpar Saturday. Couple of weird games, weird finishes by a half a point or a point. Dropped a unit or so. Saturday night, changed my promo under my name on sportsmemo.com. Said, I will go 4-0 Sunday in the NFL. I promise you. Well, as predicted, 4-0 on Sunday in the NFL. That's the last 2 Sundays, 7-1. I won another 10% release yesterday, 16-1 in 2022 when my 10% plays. Had another 5% play come in yesterday as well. Something like 60-31. Don't quote me on that. A game here, a game there, but in that neighborhood. My friends, I'm not here to give you action. I'm here to give you winners. I thought the limited baseball card of just 4 games. And as of this show, not all starting pitchers were official yet on the limited MLB card. I am passing. I have no premium plays, but I didn't want to leave you hanging. So I have a nice free play winner for you. Monday Night Football tonight. MetLife Stadium. There you go. Here's that voice. As the Cowboys take on the Giants. Dallas redeemed themselves from their season opening 19-3 loss at home against Tampa Bay to come back and beat Cincinnati last week, 20-17. New York, believe it or not, 2-0, both straight up and against the spread with wins both at home and on the road against Tennessee and Carolina. The one common denominator in all four of these teams' contests this season so far, they've all gone under the total. Neither offense is really clicking just yet. Neither defense, let's face it, neither defense has been tested just yet either. And I don't think that's going to happen again here tonight. Cooper Rush, let's face it, is going to keep it very conservative. I feel he has another game like he did last week, completing short passes, making zero mistakes. You could bet that the Cowboys are going to go give the Giants defense a heavy dose of Zeke on the ground. It is going to be ground, pass off the run when he has to. Basically, my friends, and the same can be said for Daniel Jones, the quarterback. Come on, the 31st ranked passing unit in the NFL. He's going to try to play mistake-free, significantly crutch heat too on the ground game. Saquon, he's already got over 236 yards rushing. I know a couple of defenders for both teams are either listed as questionable or out tonight. I don't think that's going to affect the plans and the outcome too much here as far as we're concerned. Both teams offensively are struggling while both rely heavily on running attacks. You're going to see a conservative game here tonight. Lots of handoffs, short passes. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. However, I think we are in for another low-scoring affair. Their most recent matchup, late December last year, 21-6 Cowboys victory, way under on the road in New York. The under is also 8-2 in the Dallas' last 10 versus the NFC. 21-5-1 in the Giants' last 27 overall. Take the under. I like it to go way under, guys. Let's bring that panel back. Couple quick announcements. We'll run down the games that we gave out today, and then we are out of here. Every afternoon, Monday to Friday, the MLB Full Count Show. Tuesdays and Thursdays, Dan Alexander does the Sports Memo Today Show. Thursday afternoon, the College Football Forecast Show. Friday, the Family Affairs Show. Ralph and Jeff Michaels join Joe and Dionne D'Amico, and the Pro Football Show on Friday afternoons. And, of course, every weekday morning, this show, The First Family of Las Vegas. Wake up with the First Family every morning during the week. That's a mouthful, guys. Tune in to Sports Memo TV for betting insights, more free winners than the Kardashian plastic surgeries. Subscribe to the Sports Memo TV channel. Don't miss any of our amazing content. Couple quickies, then we're going to run down the games. Remember, it is Monday, and Monday means $9 Mondays at Sports Memo. After the show, go check out the site, guys. Any one of your favorite cappers that posted premium play today, most of them put up $9 releases for Monday. Also, go to the deals page, man. Go there intentionally every time you go to sportsmemo.com. There are some deals you don't find any other place on the website. I will tell you this, some of your favorite cappers, they are giving it away on the deals page. Let me do this, guys. Let's run down the plays real quick. Ross Benjamin, who had to take off. He had another modeling shoot. He had UNLV Friday night minus the 16. Let's go to Jesse Schule. Jesse, what did you have for everyone?
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Moneyline Matt.
The Cincinnati Bengals -3.
Love it. Your sexy and savory host tonight. Cowboys, Giants under. Guys, the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at Sports Memo. Go follow Sports Memo Twitter page. We post tons of free content, futures, odds, columns from your favorite cappers. It's amazing. Also, follow the great cappers here on this panel. Ross had to take off. You could find him at Ross Benjamin 1. Jesse is at Jesse Schule. Moneyline Matt at Moneyline __ Matt.
Yep.
And Joe D'Amico at Joe D'Amico wins. Wow, that's a mouthful, guys. My friends, it's about that time that we head on out of here. Let me get the brand ready. Tune into all the Sports Memo TV shows for tons of free winners and some great betting insights as well. On behalf of Sports Memo, Ross, Jesse, Matt, and me, and Dan, hopefully she'll be back tomorrow. Prayers for a quick and full recovery. We love you. My friends, this is the First Family of Las Vegas. Good luck and have a winning day.